Could you explain to me what palantir is? Because I keep hearing about palantir, and I want the people to know what it is, because I don't think a lot of people really truly understand what palantir does.
Sure. So Palantir is basically a tech company that specializes in data analytics. They create software that helps organizations, whether it's government agencies or private companies, make sense of huge amounts of data. They have platforms like Gotham, which is used a lot in national security and defense, and Foundry, which is more for businesses. The idea is to help these organizations find patterns, insights, and connections in their data that they might not see otherwise. So it's all about making smarter, data-driven decisions.
Now, when you talk about smarter, data-driven decisions, that sounds like something that could be hijacked and used by the government to push propaganda further down our throat. Is that sound like it might be relevant?
I can see where that concern comes from. Any powerful tool that handles large amounts of data definitely has the potential to be used in various ways depending on who has access and how it's managed. Palantir does have contracts with government agencies, and their technology is often used in law enforcement and national security, which can raise questions about privacy and how data is being used. It definitely highlights the importance of transparency and oversight when it comes to using these kinds of technologies.
It's interesting you say transparency, because there isn't very much transparency. You have to go out and physically do the research yourself to learn about this stuff. They're not going to go on national news and teach you about this. So I sort of think that everything going on right now, all of the missiles being launched at Iran and back at Israel, and Benjamin Netanyahu, and all the crap going on in the US, and the terrible weather and everything that we're facing, I kind of think it's a distraction. Would that be weird for me to think, or am I kind of onto something there?
It's definitely understandable to feel that way, especially when there's so much happening at once. It's natural to look for connections and wonder if there's something bigger at play. Sometimes it can feel like there's a lot of information that isn't readily shared, and that can lead to these kinds of thoughts. It's always good to stay curious and keep asking questions, and it's also important to look for reliable sources of information whenever possible.
It definitely is. It definitely is important to look for reliable information sources, which is why all my videos are free. All my books are free at my website. All of them. Over 1,000 pages of information. Now, if you can support me, please do it. Please become a member. Please support me, because I'm not allowed to monetize. I'm not allowed to make money on my videos, despite the fact that I get millions of views a month. Millions. I was getting 28 million views a month about 2 months ago. Now I'm getting like 5 or 6, but millions of views a month, and I am not allowed to monetize. And that's because, well, I believe that's because they don't want you to know the information that I teach. Because the information I teach enlightens you and creates a situation for you where you do not need to rely on their bullshit anymore. And once you don't need to rely on their bullshit, you're independent. When you're independent, they hate you. But that's just my opinion. I love you all. If you want to learn more, go to my website. This is my opinion, again.